It's Week 18 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Derek Carr, as he's gone over 4,000 yards passing now for the year. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs, just ahead on EA Sports.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season. We've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. Brandon Gaudin joined by Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Chiefs in this matchup. They have a tremendous aerial attack, one of the best in the league. But they're going to face a stiff test here.
I don't think that they'll face a tougher test all season long because this is the #1 defense in the NFL. A team that puts a lot of pressure on a quarterback. And we know from talking to both of these teams, neither of them's going to back down from this challenge.
Going back to their AFL days in the 1960s, the Chiefs and Raiders are underway. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They're led out by the 9th-year starter out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd and 9, Carr. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake. Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. They go
in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Second down, Jacobs once more. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Touchdown! Foster Moreau, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7th. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney.
Still 3rd down.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Here's Mahomes to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. open man. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call.
And even though that's 15 yards they're going to gain, this Kansas City offensive line has got to get together and say, got to do a better job protecting our franchise quarterback.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So it's all down to this Week 18 on the NFL schedule. And that means that once we sort things out, we'll all be set for our second ever Super Wild Card weekend, which I think everyone agrees was a runaway success last year. We've got 2 games coming up on Saturday, 3 more on Sunday, and then we'll put a bow on it Monday night. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And I like the idea here to go on his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Mahomes. He'll find Smith. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Backbreaker, that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now here comes comes Kansas City. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And some space hit. There he goes, right side. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
And there was so much that was impressive about this play, but it wasn't just what he did downfield. How about what he did behind the line of scrimmage? This wasn't a play where he just had a direct path to get him downfield and make the big play. He had to adjust on the fly behind the line of scrimmage, and in the end, that became a tremendous run.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Mahomes firing complete, and they're going to get this down inside the 15.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
That's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Butker on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelce touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Phillips now from the end zone. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Carr going to go on fourth down. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Carr. It's complete to Cole. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfro, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That time a 6-play drive. And it was Hunter Renfro who capped things off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll get started out in Denver, and it is the Chargers who have the lead in that one. The Chargers trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. The Cardinals looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. Drew Lock throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for KC in that first half. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Raiders, you get a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And whatever they've done, it's worked, as they have the lead through 2 quarters of play. Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Denzel Perryman coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
Holding offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. The tight end Kelce has it over the middle. Touchdown! Travis Kelce, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Renfro bringing it in over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. now to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
The Raiders offense ready to go. The fumble recovery certainly has put them in the driver's seat. 1st and 10, all tied here in the fourth. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
From midfield, here's Carr. And finding Keelan Cole. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's showtime, baby.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Carlson able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down 24-21, 36 seconds remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Mahomes to throw it. He's got Smith-Schuster. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Complete, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for Las Vegas, they finish oh so close to perfection in the regular season, but this win in the final weekend gives them a final mark of 16-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it could be a potentially devastating loss as they finish with a mark of 9-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure.